For the sushi, it's the art. You meet with Wilson Wang. I mean, real name is Wei Dong Wang, so people call me more like a Wilson. I was born in China, so the mainland China, Zibo city, Shandong province. It's big population city, beautiful. I miss it. I miss home. Yeah, yeah. It's about 25 years ago. It's landing in America. So I'm here to learn from Mr. Max Yan in Chestnut Hill from his restaurant. That was back to Jesus. 20 something years ago, 1998, 1999. He always tell me, so Wilson, if anything happens, never ever give up. Remember, never ever give up. So depends, so what's the situation? So wipe your blood, wipe your tears, back to the journal, keep going. I learn a lot, I appreciate it. Here, I want to say thank you, Miss Yan. He changed my life. I love computer science, I love computer jobs, so I just love it. But here, I have to survive. I work in a restaurant, I make dollars. I just fall love to make a sushi. It's fun, and you see the people in front of you finish the dish, so you just fall love that. So then they give you the high fives, and they said thank you, delicious. You're just feeling so happy for that. I want to see the empty place come back to the kitchen. I love it. That's what I just fall love it. It's the people. I love the people.
Wilson just wants to have fun, and he wants other people to have fun. And we have this 7,000 square foot building, so we want people in these halls laughing and enjoying themselves. We throw parties. He wanted to fill the entire parking lot with sand and have guys dressed as sumo wrestlers. So
I park it every day.
You know, Wilson, he's a really open person. He allows for everybody to be able to explore their creativity and really initiate their skill set. Me, having about 25 years of restaurant experience and some tons of management experience, it's been really easy for us to transition into a professional relationship. But it's also gone beyond that. He's become like a mentor. He's just a really, really amazing guy. He'll be the first guy to grab a broom. He'll be out in the parking lot doing valet if a valet guy calls in sick. He helps us with everything that we need to do around the restaurant. Every single day, we donate 1% of our sales, not just our profits, to different local organizations and charities. Right now, we have about 87 rotating charities. We give a couple $1,000s a month to different local charities and organizations that we believe in. That really is super inspiring. I think that everybody they're captivated by Wilson, and they want to take his electric presence and spread it throughout the entire restaurant group. The way that he runs his restaurants has inspired me to want to do the same.
The first time I met Wilson, he definitely scared me. But now that I've known him more than a boss, he is loving, caring, dedicated. He loves Bubba Sushi, but not only that, he loves his employees. His personality does represent Bubba Sushi as a whole.
And he is really the quintessential big personality in the restaurant scene. He's the front of the house guy. He's the guy that when you walk in the restaurant, you're there half because of the food and half because when you walk in, you remember Cheers? When you walk in, it's Norm! Well, when you walk in here, it's Wilson! You know, everybody loves Wilson. And people love being here. They spend a lot of time and a lot of money because they like being around him. In 2006, our guy came to visit and invite Wilson to compete at Worcester's Best Chef. At the time, we had another sushi master named Kenzo who was going to compete, and he was competing. And our guy Nino told Wilson that Kenzo, who Wilson knows, is going to be there. And Wilson said, Wilson's gonna beat Kenzo. Wilson's gonna beat Kenzo. And our guy Nino said, yeah, you're gonna beat Kenzo. Okay, sure. Just sign up, just sign the paperwork. Come on, we'll see you at the show. Well, he did. He beat Kenzo. And he won the whole thing that year. They were throwing their hats in the air. They were so excited. And the TV cameras were all over them from Worcester Channel 3. And they were so excited. I think I couldn't understand them because they were so excited to win the event. They had no idea. After that, Wilson was really kind to me. He said, you magic man. I said, what are you talking about? What's that mean? He said, I'm so busy after Worcester's Best Chef. I'm so busy. And the sign is still up. It's not just like a sign on his building on Park Avenue, but it's actually piece of the building. It's like a permanent fixture on the building, Worcester's Best Chef 2007. So I said, well, you know what? You're a magic man because you're the guy that keeps them coming in.
I still remember, and champagne and beer, sake. When we wake up in the morning, holy, all right, now we gotta prepare. Oh, this is everybody wake up. We were, oh Jesus, we were messy that night. But the second morning, we just the customers is on the line in front door. It's a star rocket. Just keep going like that until now. Very lucky, very success, very appreciated.
The first time I met Wilson, we were both competing in the Worcester's Best Chef competition. I believe it was the second year of the competition. The first 5 minutes of it, they're telling us the rules of the challenge and everything we need to do to complete the challenge. Wilson, I see him, I look over and he's nodding and he's, comprehending, at least it seemed that he was comprehending the rules of the challenge. And then they say go, and we open up our basket and we only have 20 minutes to prepare an entree for 6 judges. And Wilson walks over to me and said, hey, what am I supposed to be doing? So that was my first introduction to Wilson.
Yeah, right.
I just remember I knew my parents told me something big was happening. And then most of it is blurry, but I just remember my dad being super happy and super proud. And then because people really loved the restaurant and he won awards years after, it was just really nice to see him succeed. And from there on, it was just see him grow. It was really nice. My parents kind of instilled this mentality that you gotta really work hard for what you want to.
Keeping this country is very, have a couple $100, 2 pants, 2 underwears, 2 shirts, and 1 jacket, and 2 socks, 1 sneakers. That's how I land in America. That's all I have. Not really speaking English. It's so funny. So I was in the airport. The taxi driver said, so give me 5. I so remember that I have no idea that was. I'll give him $5. I was thinking, I'm not even getting your car yet. I'll give you 5. He said, no. What's the name? Give me 5. So give me 5. Oh, I said, I'll give you 5. So.
My parents are immigrants to the US. I didn't think we would have the success story that we did, and I'm really grateful for that. For me, when I was younger, the name itself, my dad told me the direct translation was with the lucky number 8, and he wanted to manifest the Chinese culture in that. When I was younger, I wasn't really aware of this stuff, but now that I'm older, I'm kind of I believe in the kind of luckiness of it all, because here we are today.
The Baba Sushi is so good. It's really my lawyer picked the name. So and the Baba means father. We call Baba. And also it's a Ba sounds like a Chinese number 8. Number 8, number 6 in Chinese culture is a lucky number. That's why 2 means number and name dad. Baba cooking, mama enjoyed it. Kids spend money. Baba made it.
He was at the point in his career where he wanted to own his own restaurant. we started driving to Boston, looking at different sushi restaurants, looking at new venues, and ultimately we wound up finding the location where we are now on Park Avenue in Worcester. It was actually a hair salon. We bought the restaurant, and while I was doing all the legal work for him, I said, well, why don't we just be partners? It'll save us both a lot of time and trouble. And sort of our friendship and brotherhood and business relationship started around that time. When I first got to know him many years ago, and again, I was sort of learning my rudimentary Chinese Mandarin, one of the first terms that I learned was the Chinese word for bad man, which is Huainan Ren. So we just would each call each other the bad man all the time. When I set up the company for us, I set it up and I anglicized the name. I called it Huainan Ren, which is actually the legal name of this, Huainan Ren LLC. And he didn't know that until we first went in front of the license commission to get the liquor license. And as soon as they called it, he realized what I had done and just started laughing hysterically. And it's sort of been a funny joke between us ever since. And so literally every communication starts with either handsome man or bad man.
From a personal standpoint, my dad has always told me to do what I like to do because that's how I would succeed. I'm in college right now. I'm still trying to figure out what my future means. And you know, my dad has always been like, find something that you're passionate about and turn it into a business. So I really respect that.
I like thinking. I like increase myself. So which way you want to go. You can follow their way, you can copy their way, you can go your own way. So I like to go my own way. So obviously, I learn a lot, I change a lot, I come out a lot. So that's coming on my way. So far so good, prove it, people love it. Oh, I'm so happy. I would like to push my brand, Baba Sushi. I believe a lot of people like that brand. I have a very strong foundation. I believe Baba will go to far beyond I'm thinking right now. We keep going, so see how far we can go. But as long as we said, so never ever give up, so we'll be go far beyond. My father, he's an engineer. He teaching me drawing and do the math. So I think he put a lot of hope on me. So I did something, but he never know I'd be a cooker. I remember that it was a Chinese New Year. We cook a lot of food ready for the Chinese. So we have a big banquet on a family Chinese New Year. We always cook some pork and noodles and fry some fish. It's a very variety of the Chinese culture. So we were poor, but we spent a lot of money for that day. I lose this opportunity too. I miss my dad, so he passed away. I'm here. They're all in China. So it's really hard for us. Maybe next year I try to go back to have a big party with them. So depends. My mom get old, so we try to want to whole family together, have a nice meal. I just brings a childhood memory back. I love this brand, so I love the food here. So obviously, so I always want to do something beside the ocean. So when we found this location with our friends, I just fall in love. And in the future, I believe the sushi get more popular. It's already popular, and total different locations. So it's a healthy food. It's really, just like I said, your body is the car, so you need good gas, good oil change. The food goes to inside.
Having a sushi restaurant near the water was his big dream in life. We asked him if he'd be interested in these properties and bringing a sushi restaurant into Bristol, because Bristol has many restaurants, but they do not have a sushi restaurant.
It's an unbelievable transformation because it was sinking into the ground. We actually had to raise the whole building.
Me and my partner, we saw this building, this dilapidated building, and we see the potential that other people didn't see. We know that it can be something special. I captured the essence of an Asian cuisine. It's something that I always try to incorporate in my design, that everything, though it is inspired by other things, it still has the same Asian architecture.
It's all about the details. It's from a business, from a food, even family, relationship.
If you watch him in the restaurant when he's running around, not only is he taking care of everybody, but he's also looking at the plates as they come out. And I've seen him dart from a customer to run into the kitchen to actually wipe, you know, a little bit of sauce or something off the corner of a plate. I mean, he is very, very in tune to the details.
Being a colleague of his was great, but to be able to call him a friend, I think, is much greater.
He might be a super successful, very popular guy, but he's also incredibly fun-loving. So even getting stuck out in the rain, you can never make him mad. I swear. I don't think he has it in his body.
It's unbelievable what he's done. I have a lot of respect for somebody to do that. I don't think I could go, in fact, I know I couldn't, go to China, not speak Chinese, and build 3 very successful restaurants. I think it's amazing what he's done.
3 words in a phrase that everybody knows, that everybody's heard, bigger than life. He really is. He really is.
It's also kind of cliched. It's kind of like the Cinderella story, but my dad's Cinderella, where he didn't come here like with he didn't speak the language, he couldn't understand the language, and he's now one of the most successful people I know. Knowing that that's his story and knowing that I'm a part of it, I'm really proud of him.
It's very be careful of details. So whatever you clean in the room, whatever you clean, you're cooking, you have to be very be careful of the details. That's what I'm thinking. You see the whole picture, but you care all the small tiny spots. Keep going. Do it.